Hey, let me ask you another question here. What is your favorite type of bike or motorcycle? I'm not talking about the style, the brand, but the type. And even go deeper in explanation into the feel. So when you talk about your dream bike and getting away from brands, what would that look like? And I give you an example with me. My favorite bike is obviously in the cruiser class, just because it looks cool. I like the aerodynamics and the look of a cruiser, and the fact that it's built mainly for riding around the roads in town and leisurely driving. And I'll go even further. Out of the cruisers, I like the cruisers that have kind of a larger looking tank, like this one, you know. And I like the ones that sit a little lower, you know, for my legs and stuff. But I also like, you know, naked bikes. You know, the bikes, the less you decorate them up, the better. You know, I hesitated. I put a sissy bar on this bike. I'm not a big fan of it, but I found a need for it. But I don't like big windshield. By naked bikes, I mean I don't like big windshields. I don't like big sissy bars. I don't really like pegboards, or anything that basically calls attention away from the main design of the bike. Now that doesn't mean I think they're terrible. I have a friend of mine who has all that, but I think that it's just not my taste. I don't judge anyone else. It's just not my taste. If for those of you who watch the old TV show Chips, the way those bikes are decked out, I don't like them. You know, I like the ones that are slimmed down. You have to have some accessories like bags and stuff, but I like to have them where they don't call out away from the bike. And like for instance with this one, I've got a sissy bar that I just put on it, but the sissy bar is rather small, so it doesn't call out the design away from the design of the bike. My windshield is kind of small, just enough to be a chest protector and do its function. Do I sometimes miss having a larger one? Oh, absolutely I do. When the winds are howling and, you know, I feel like I'm getting beat up by a wind, I do very much feel it. So, you know, so I mean, they have their purposes, and the foot pedals and stuff like that are comfortable, but again, they're not my style overall. But I do appreciate other people's taste and what they like about bikes. Some other things that I think are so cool, you know, I have a bike with one you know, light. Be cool to have two. I've seen some really kick butt bikes that are like that. So anyway, that's me. And then the second type of a bike I like, and it falls within that naked looking bike that I talked about, and maybe even to a degree because what it's based on and how they build it. You know, I forgot to turn off my, I like the cafe racers, you know. I think that the design and the sleekness of them, and again, because their whole mindset is to call them as a naked bike, in itself calls out exactly what I like, what I want, and it'll even be eventually I'm going to go out and probably create my own. You know, it's been a matter of time, and I know some of you have asked. I just haven't found the right bike yet at the right price to start that project. But when I do, I will definitely take you along for the journey. So, naked bikes are my favorite, primarily cruisers and then the cafe racer types. But, you know, those are my favorites. But I also like the other bikes. They're all cool. BMWs, Harleys, everything else. Which are brands. We're supposed to stay away from brands, so my bad. So what about you though? What is your favorite style of bike? What is your dream look bike? And if you could choose to build your own, what would it look like? And what style would you use? And what flair would you have? Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. I'm really, really interested in this.